Okay, so coming to the path for the day, this story is about a boy, a little boy, whose name was Bittu. And what happened is his teacher, his class teacher, what she did, he was in fourth or third class at that time, and his teacher comes to the class and she says, what you need to do is, I'll give you an assignment, guys. So everyone is very, very excited. What's that? What's that? You have to go to the grocery store. She says, oh, really? Wow. Now she says the actual thing. Now she says, whenever someone hurts you, someone irritates you, someone doesn't insults you, right? Someone doesn't do whatever you want them to do, right? You get irritated, you get agitated. Whenever that happens, okay, ask your mama to get potatoes, keep them at home, right? And take one potato whenever things don't go according to your wish, right? Take that potato, take one potato, write their name, okay, and keep it in your school bag. Yeah. So everyone starts doing it. Everyone goes home. They're excited. They're waiting to write someone's name on the potato. And Bittu is a little bit more into this. Okay, so he's actually a little bit more sensitive, I would say, right? And he used to get irritated for everything. For the smallest thing, he used to think that these people are not supporting me, or from those perspectives, always negative. So what happens is Bitu goes home. He goes home and um, he sees his sister. Now she's watching TV and he asks her to put up with the cartoon. Now she doesn't put it, obviously, and he gets the chance. Now he goes quickly, rushes into the kitchen, right, and takes one potato, writes her name, keeps it in his bag, right? Now he spends the whole evening doing something or the other, and then he comes to school again. Now here, what happens in school? What happens is one boy starts fiddling him in during the class, and his teacher, his another teacher, some science teacher, what she does is, okay, we to get out of the class, stand outside the class, she says. Yes. Now again, he is very angry because he didn't do anything, but he got insulted. Now, soon after he goes home, he writes her name and keeps it in the he takes a potato, writes her name, keeps it in his bag. Now, sometimes your parents are a little angry on you because you don't do your homework, right? And that day, this guy doesn't do his homework, and his mom comes at and scolds at him. Bittu, what are you doing whole day? Do you want to play? In front of his friends. Now he feels really bad and irritated. Now he again takes one potato and writes his mom's name in it. Now, on the third day, now the class teacher comes again, and Bittu goes running to his ma'am. Yes, and he tells her, "Ma'am, I have potatoes." She says, "Bittu, wait. I will tell you when to bring." Okay. Now Bittu thinks, okay. Now she tells the whole class to continue this for a week. Okay. Now Bittu goes home. Every time someone irritates him, every time someone hurts him, every time someone, talks something rubbish about him, right? Or someone scolds him for his own betterment. Any place where he's getting angry or irritated, what he does is he takes a potato, writes their name, puts it in his bag. Takes a potato, writes his name, puts it in his bag. Now his bag has become really heavy on the fifth day. While he's getting his bag, he's getting shoulder pain, right? His bag is heavy, his books are not fitting into his bag, all sorts of discomfort which he is facing, right? Now, after 1 week, the next week, almost he would have collected some, 20 to 30 potatoes. He's going to the school and he sees that few of the potatoes are rotten and his bag is smelling like hell, right? And because his ma'am said that at the end of 1 week, I will ask you to show the potatoes, he keeps it in his bag. Yes, it becomes really messy, really kind of yuck. Okay. And now he goes to the class. Okay. Now ma'am says, okay, congratulations. You've completed 1 week of assignment. Let's see how many have two potatoes. Few kids come up, they show two potatoes to ma'am. Then she says 5 potatoes, few more kids come up. Now she says 10 potatoes, few more kids come up. Now when she says more than 15 potatoes, Bittu comes up. Bittu says, yeah, I have more potatoes. Now ma'am says, remove all the potatoes, Bittu. Now he starts removing. The ones which he had kept recently, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, are fine. But the ones which were kept at in the beginning, right, in the end, they all have become rotten and it's like completely missing. Now he takes everything out. He cleans his bag. He keeps the books back into the bag, right? And now he sits at his desk. Now his ma'am says, his class teacher says, what did you learn? Bittu's bag is like our brain. It's like our mind, right? There are many people who do not do things according to what we want. And there are many things in our life which happen, which do not fit into that pleasant definition, right? As per us, as per me, pleasant definition is something, as per you, definition of pleasant is something, right? So many situations, many people, many co-workers, many team members, right? Bosses, right? Household helpers, spouse, family members, children, friends, family, right? Many people, many circumstances do not actually fit into that pleasant definition of ours. And whatever is not pleasant, what do? In a very strong way, we keep it in our mind, because we say, I will never forget him, I will never forget her, I will never forgive that woman. She said my dress is not nice in front of so many people. Next time I will say, right? I'm giving you a very, very silly example. It might not be the case with any of us, right? But then I'm giving it as an example so that you remember the path for the day. Only when it is different from ordinary, that is when we remember, right? So that's why that example. Yeah. So we keep those thoughts, we keep those experiences very, very fresh in our mind. How could he say that? He broke my trust. I will remember him. I will not forget him for the whole life. What will happen? He's he's enjoying his life. And everyone else around you are enjoying their life, right? But if you keep that thought, keep that experience fresh in your mind every day, what will happen? It will become like that rotten potato, and it will create brain leaks. It will create energy leaks in your body. And that is what we should avoid, right? Because our brain, how much is our brain? It's a very small one, right? Why do you want to fill it up? Fill it up with those things which are unpleasant for you. It's okay. You need not change the definition of what is pleasant for you, but then you have the choice of keeping it in your mind or not keeping it in your mind, or just taking it lightly, and it's okay, take it, fine, right? Even if you buy a bonded labor, you cannot 100% say that that person would do everything that you say. Nobody would do everything as per your expectations, right? There won't be any situation, any job, any business which will run according to your expectations. You will always see things which you do not expect. And when you see things which you do not expect, just say it's okay. That's fine. Even if it is coming from your end, you're not going to that level where you wanted yourself to be. Still say it's okay. Accept yourself, the situations, the people around you, and only keep pleasant things in your brain. Yes, and use this switch word and use the path for the day. Tell it to someone whom you love, right? And change their life as well.